Can I have everybody's attention? I'm doing another Ryanimation review on DC Superhero Girls 2019.
Yes! Yeah!
I hate this episode too. And there's Ryan. You know, as of late, I've noticed that I've been having unpopular opinions across pretty much everything, especially with animation, and it seems like people are getting kind of tired of me going against the norm. But here's the thing, as long as I'm on this platform, I'm always going to give my opinion, and more often than not, it's gonna be against the public. For example, I said before that I wasn't a big fan of the show Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. A lot of people didn't like my video on it. But of course, I can go the other way around and love things like Hamster and Gretel. That is a show that a lot of people just call mediocre. And I even said that 2022 is the best year in animation history. A lot of people won't agree. But I judge a year by the quality of the animation that we are given as a whole, and not say the business side of things, which actually was bad from last year for the record. Even when it comes to things that we agree on, we have different reasons for them in different points. Like for the Mario movie. I think that was a good movie, I really love it. But I also think it was a good idea for Luigi to be captured so that way Mario can save him. But most people didn't like that part of the movie. In fact, they call it the weakest aspect of the movie, even though I disagree. And I've had several different opinions on the Owl House that people have not been a big fan of. And I keep pushing for shows like Amphibia and The Ghost and Molly McGee. A lot of people aren't talking about them, as much as I would hope for them to do. And even the older shows that still get new episodes that I love, like SpongeBob and Family Guy, people aren't praising them in the present. But I think the show that has got me the most backlash ever was DC Superhero Girls 2019.
Now that we're together, gonna get that super life! Wow!
I've done a couple reviews on this show and people haven't been the biggest fan of them. My opinion on the show has changed over time. From loving it, then a 0 out of 10, followed by a 1 out of 10, last year being a 2 out of 10, and as of this Ryanimation review, a 3 out of 10. A high D tier. Maybe on a nicer day, I can make this a 4 out of 10, same as Moon Girl, a C tier. I already did a Ryanimation review last year on the episode Frenemies. For those that haven't seen the episode, or just forgot what it was about, or didn't even see my Ryanimation review on it, Babs shows her old friend Harleen to her new 5 friends. None of Babs' new friends get along with Harleen, and they hate Harleen for the simplest things like her talking in the movie theater, spoiling the movie, or being a little bit too noisy during the game. Yet Babs' friends never informed her. It was a whole episode showcasing why Babs' current friends are the worst, and it was all filled with a bunch of miscommunication that even gets Babs to split from her friends for a good portion of the episode. Now, I did review the episode 2 years ago, and well, that was the one everyone hated me, and that's the review that got me the most backlash I've ever gotten in my entire life. Obviously, I deleted it for that reason alone. And last year, I decided to redo that review, and I think my redone version is much better. It would have been an honorable mention on my best list. So let's talk about why Crushed It is the stupidest episode of the show.
You're literally a symbol of female empowerment.
Now, I did redo this as a Ryanimation review back in 2019. Why did I delete the original Ryanimation review? Because I wasn't as good as I am now. Before 2022, I wasn't that great at reviewing, but now I am. I am still doing that Project Reboot, where I take a look at old reviews of mine, take them off YouTube, and redo them to something much better. And since it's been 4 years since the original Ryanimation review, I figured it was finally time to give this a Ryanimation review again. But I kinda want to make this review special, not because this is the worst episode of the show, but because it is special to me. So maybe I should try to mix it up a bit. Whoa, what the, huh? Oh, I'm doing this in live action now. Alrighty then. That was weird. Anywho, let's begin with crushing it. Oh, I'm sorry. Hashtag crushing it. Why does this show use hashtags? Hashtags? Seriously? Hashtag crushing it. I made a note about this in the other Ryanimation review of this show, and also in both of their original versions. But I don't think I talk about the problem to the extent. So let's actually do that because these are the worst titles ever for any cartoon I have ever seen. Let's start with the fact that no title of this show truly makes sense. What's hashtag the Fresh Princess of Renfair about? Is it about that one show that YouTube star Will Smith Fishy starred in back in the 90s? No, it's the episode where Babs can't rhyme.
Tell me a tale of two princesses fair who showed up totally late, but it's okay, we don't mind.
The word is care. That is what the last word should have been. Is it a joke that Babs can't rhyme? It's not conveyed well and no one calls it out. I feel like Brain from Pinky and the Brain, where Brain gets mad at Pinky for not being able to rhyme.
Big cheese. It rhymes with ease. Big cheese.
At least that episode has Brain calling out Pinky for when he can't rhyme. No one does it for Babs because they're idiots in the episode. Except Zatanna. She just wanted to have a good time. Also, the episode makes fun of geeks like me.
Come on, Kara. The Renaissance Fair is only fun if you play along.
Dude, I'm only here for two things, okay? To eat turkey legs and to laugh at geeks.
What, you got a problem with geeks? I'm a geek here. I love ponies. And bunny ears, apparently. Every title of this show uses a hashtag. I don't get why. No other DC product does this. There's no theme to it. Is it because this takes place in modern times? The 2015 version of this franchise also took place in modern times, but that show didn't use hashtags. Lauren Fowles' original Super Best Friends Forever didn't use hashtags either. I can only assume that Warner did this for the 2019 version to be more of a sellout and try to be hip and trendy to younger audiences to a failing degree. Seriously, using hashtags to market to children is like using emojis to market to children. Like, even if you like this show, you gotta admit the hashtags are stupid. Maybe a different show like Glitch Text could pull this off since that specific show is more about technology as a whole. DC Superhero Girls 2019 uses phones and other modern technology, but the show is not about the technology. Not even Bumblebee's gadgets. Even Ed, and Eddie, and Johnny Test did better titles, and they just use their names for every episode. And before I start, I want to inform you that I haven't seen every episode of this show, but I have seen over 2,000 episodes. Actually, I've seen every episode of Season 1 and scattered episodes of Season 2, so I at least know some things about this show. Anywho, let's begin.
She's going to crush it tomorrow on debate team. The other day, the topic was paper or plastic. Diana shut everyone down with reusable canvas bags.
Let me take a guess on how that went down. Fuck this. I say we just use these reusable bags to make the environment all better and we all go back to my house with sex and drugs.
Dudes, she's my science fair partner on Wednesday. We're gonna kill it with some crazy ancient Greek alchemy.
So, you were going to kill some students in your science class with your science skills. But no buts! You say you were gonna kill it! That's a death threat, ma'am!
Ooh, and on Thursday, she's gonna lead the marching band into leading the football team to world domination!
Good. Go and take over the world, Batgirl. But remember, you must bring me Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous.
Oh yeah? Well, she's gonna bring down the house as Juliet in the spring play on Friday.
Oh, I had that happen to me once. Somewhere over the— Ow!
Wow, you really brought the house down.
My directing debut will be an absolute triumph!
You're a high school student. Wouldn't it make more sense to be the lead than the direct? I've been to high school musicals and plays before, and every director that I saw was always a full-grown adult that actually did graduate high school.
Diana's got the week of her life ahead of her. I mean, can anything stop her?
Something's gonna stop her, isn't it?
Way to jinx it, Karen.
Careful, Supergirl. Remember that Karens have super powerful voices.
I want to speak to your
So that happened.
Incoming!
Wow, does water really wake you up like that? I should try this. Wow, Babs is right. Ow, I guess water does wake you up.
What happened?
You were being totally amazing like usual, and then that walked in and suddenly you were being totally not amazing.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
You bet it is, Zatanna. I'm sure I'm gonna love this new show called Amphibia. We're talking about the same thing, right?
Oh, hey, a nickel.
It was quite congenial.
I don't know how to bring up this criticism, but don't you hate it when you stutter when you're in love? This cliche was dated over a decade ago. Babbling while you're in love cliche. How did that go again, Quasimodo?
Paris is really pretty.
This sucks! I hate how the girls look so snarky right here. It really does come across as him being a boy is the issue.
I'm sorry. Oh no.
This is not good.
The Amazons prepared her for everything, except talking to boys.
Aren't males like half the population on Earth? How do Amazons repopulate? Actually, I don't want to know the answer.
I remember my first crush. It was brutal.
Not as brutal as the guy you crushed. Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams. What a baby.
Steve Trevor is Diana's kryptonite.
Let's get one thing straight. Kryptonite is kryptonite. It's extremely painful and awful, and that dude is not kryptonite.
Okay, this is a legitimate question. These girls are high school students, right? The show states this, but nothing about them feels like high school students. They have actors that are in their 40s or older, the appearance of college students, yet the maturity of 5-year-olds. Kara does not seem to understand what a metaphor is, despite the fact that this is learned at a kindergarten level. So I stand by my maturity statement. Do I need to bring up Lion King 1.5 again?
A metaphor.
Well, actually, it's not.
You used a metaphor on Timon? He takes things literally. She can handle anything.
What is with this creepy text? Every time that I see it, it reminds me of The Shining.
And so, just as a battalion of warriors must approach an enemy encampment via an overground pass, so too must toilet paper hang in the over position.
I say I highly disagree. As the first transgender president of the United States, we need toilet paper to be under. We Americans wouldn't be the great nation that we are today if it weren't for the under position of toilet paper. Would Lincoln have freed the slaves if it were over? Hell no! Would we have ended World War II with the toilet paper over? Hell no! Would Winnie the Pooh be off crack if toilet paper were over? Hell no! So America, do yourself a favor. If you want to win at life, make sure that the toilet paper is in the under position. God bless USA! I just realized that this is stupid.
You got this in the reusable bag, suckers!
And in this bag are all the fucks I give about you. Huh? Huh. It's empty. No big surprise. I don't know if now is a good time to mention this, but Jessica has 2 moms, and Jessica is the biggest misandrist of the group. It makes me a bit worried if Jessica's mothers are teaching her some bad information. I mean, they seem nice in the episode that they were in, but Jessica makes them look bad, because Jessica is the worst! Like, top 10 worst characters in animation. I mean, I wouldn't put her at number 1, but my god, she's close. She belongs on that list. In the episode hashtag Hate Triangle, we were introduced to the villain Star Sapphire. She's actually the ex-girlfriend to Hal Jordan, and she wants revenge against him for breaking up over a text. And even though Sapphire is destroying property damage and putting lives in danger, the main victim for bad treatment is the one apparently in the wrong.
Wait! You broke up with her over text? How could you do that to her? You broke my heart! That's the lowest thing you've ever done!
I mean, that is bad, but considering that Star Sapphire is a literal psychopath, I think that Hal Jordan has every right to break up with her via text. Also, Guard/Aqualad, who looks like Steven Universe from Steven Universe, is this show's punching bag, and every episode I have seen him in, he gets at least one joke to his expense.
Hey guys, what's up?
Garth! Take off your clothes!
What?
That's super unattractive!
Wait, what?
Not every problem can be punched into space, Kara. I don't believe in violence, but I'm willing to make an exception.
In hashtag Misgiventree, Jessica is constantly trying to become friends with Pamela Isley to the point of stalking her. Keep in mind, if Hal Jordan did this, she hypocritically call him out on it and call him a creep. Also, there's one part where she even stalks Pamela in the bathroom.
I love your shoes. Are the so sustainable rubber?
In hashtag RageCat, Jessica tries to keep giving away this dangerous cat that she was warned multiple times by the people that it's dangerous.
Away from that cage if you know what's good for you. What?
I called him Dexy. Big mistake.
He's just a cat.
No! He's a bad cat.
And yet she keeps giving them to innocent people without trying to help them or give the people a chance to make her look worse, and agitating the cat even further to the point that she makes it a villain. And after a sick, and I mean sick, fake out thinking this cat was gonna be put down, it turns out she keeps the cat for herself. No doubt going to make the cat's life worse and being happily unaware about it. These are all from season 1. What is it with Jessica's season 1 episodes her making new villains? None of the other 5 heroes did this, they just start with fighting a villain. Jessica makes them. So I don't want to say that the show has any LGBTQ plus bad stereotypes, but episodes like Crushing It and those others that I mentioned don't help matters. Your daughter Jessica is a piece of shit. Hey, you don't want that, Diana. Odyssey sucked.
You sure about that, Rebecca?
Okay, you tell me a better joke then.
Here's a better joke. What does this episode love to do?
I don't know, what?
Suck.
Okay, I'll give you that one, Anne. On the subject of Anne Boonjoy being here, there actually is a better episode of this episode that came out around the exact same time. It's from Amphibia called Girl Time. In that episode, Anne is sexist and she is disgusted by Polly for how she acts like a boy.
A trophy for spitting. I can't believe you two are exposing Polly to this sort of...
Record is mine!
Oh no! Polly, you've been surrounded by boys your whole life. It's not too late. I can fix this. You need girl time. She needs girl time.
The whole episode is about Anne trying to make Polly more feminine, but she is not into that kind of stuff. She does try Anne's ideology, but it wasn't for her and she wasn't into this kind of stuff.
I don't know, Ed. This seems boring. Why don't we do something fun instead?
Full body massage before. We're going.
You know what? I think I'll pass. Gotta get home and work on my distance.
Is that my foot?
And on that note, I'm out.
And then in the end, Anne comes to the realization that you can't force your own beliefs/ideologies down other people's throats.
It's just kind of hard to spit when you feel gross.
Polly, I'm the gross one.
I tried to change someone that's perfect the way they are.
You saying you were wrong?
Very wrong.
You're always wrong!
I'm always... Hey,
Not always.
Okay, just most of the time.
Girl Time came out a full month before hashtag Crushing It, so if Amphibia can do this better before you, then you have no excuse of failing.
the whole idea of girl time is pretty weird. I mean, who's to say boys don't like spas?
You went to the spa without us?
Oh, Anne, I love the spa. Did you get that fishy pedicure?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, I agree.
So when the girls notice that Diana is feeling ill, instead of trying to have her talk to Steve Trevor like a normal person, you know, like what any other show would do, they just try to distract her by having her do normal everyday activities. But the problem is, they keep fighting Steve in every location that they go to.
Incoming!
That's not enough water.
Damn.
That's better.
Come on, lady, snap out of it. Can't let some boy do this to you. You're an Amazon warrior. You're Wonder Woman. You're literally a symbol of female empowerment.
Oh my god, you guys. Did you literally hear what Kara just literally said? Kara literally just told Diana that she literally is Wonder Woman. Literally.
My face! Also my leg, but mostly my face!
Leave her alone, Kara! Poor Diana is entitled to her feelings.
You know, if Diana was a boy, I have a feeling that Jessica wouldn't care as much. That's how little faith I have in these characters. This is not a feeling that I should have.
This crush is natural and normal, and she'll deal with it on her own time and in her own way.
Okay, this sounds more like Diana is going through puberty or her being sick instead of falling in love with someone. I mean, I know Diana around Steve Trevor is all like,
Oh, great game, Diana.
Your game is okay, Steve. Bye. Okay, later, Kay. I don't know. Whatever.
It is even funnier the second in time.
But you know that other people can help her out of this stupid funk, right? Like, maybe get advice on how to talk to Steve Trevor. I don't get why that is never suggested once in this entire episode. If you want someone to love you, well, take Chip Scarlock's advice.
Speak up, be heard. If you don't say a word, everything will stay the same way.
If you want any change done in life, then you're gonna have to talk to the correct people and say the correct words. Another problem with Diana in this case is that this is how she acts in every single episode. Diana deals with something normal that we take for granted every single day, but this new supposed thing confuses her, and they make terrible jokes out of it. I'd rather watch Planet Sheen in this regard. It's the same kind of joke, but in reverse. Instead of an outside entity learning basic human life, a basic human teaches outside entities how to live like basic humans. But she makes it funny because of his stupidity. He's the only guy in existence to come up with the genius idea of bumper car roller coasters. No, seriously, I want to be on that kind of ride. It looks like fun. And he's also a stupid funny guy, and I love his lines. But no, Diana just treats everything so basic and new, and it's the same joke over and over again. In hashtag She Might Be Giant, she treats an escalator as a mechanical staircase that she thought would have killed her.
Ready? Step!
Huzzah! I survived the mechanical staircase!
This episode has her admitting to never seeing a man before.
He's only the first boy I ever saw when I arrived to the world of man from Themyscira.
I think the worst of this was the season 1 finale, where Diana ruins Zatanna's fun constantly by pointing out logistics, to the point that she makes an innocent man lose his pet bird forever.
Oh, this falcon does not respect you.
Hey!
Away! Seek worthy prey!
Lady Hawk.
Diana still, at the end of the season 1 finale, acts like everything new is wrong. What, is her theme song this?
Everything you know is wrong.
And Diana never learns her lesson, even though this episode was trying to have her learn a lesson.
There are all sorts of ways to be a princess.
That is incorrect. A princess is the female descendant of royal parents.
We have discussed this, and I wasn't talking about genetics, Diana.
I have explained it so many different ways.
And the only reason that she stops doing that shit for a while was having a shitty Act 2 breakup with her and Zatanna, even though Zatanna has every right to be mad at her, and they only get back together to stop.
You think you're hungry? I haven't had a decent meal in centuries.
Wait, is that Wupcake?
Hey Wupcake, I'm watching the season 1 finale right now of DC Superhero Girls 2019. This is dragon-like creature that looks like you. Is that you? What do you mean, how did I get this number? What do you mean, who are you? What do you mean I'm being a stalker? What do you mean don't call you ever again? What do you mean go fuck yourself? What do you mean I'm in a different shirt? Wait, how the hell you know that? You're not... Maybe that wasn't Wupcake after and I called the wrong person. Alright, let me just dial some random numbers because I can't forget her number. Alright, let's try this. Hi, is this Wupcake? You know, usually when someone is talking on the phone, like in a cartoon, they usually speak in gibberish. It's funny because that's what you sound like. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
Well, I don't know why you had to go and ruin my day.
I'm trying to call the right person right now to tell a joke. Jeez. Maybe I need to just keep dialing random numbers to get the Wupcake.
Oh, hello there! My name is Figment!
Oh, hi. Sorry about that. I guess it's the wrong number.
No, wait, Rebecca. I need to talk to you about something.
How do you know my name? You know what? Hanging up right now.
I'm a friend of Dashy's. I was in Pincer Pathin.
I'm never going to get this correct number, am I? Hello?
Boys!
Okay, I think that's enough dialing numbers, and maybe we should just get back to the review.
Oh, that episode also has a confirmed joke that Diana is able to identify that the pig mud is actually pig shit.
That mud contains far too much pig filth. Pig filth?
Also, Bumblebee gets mad at Zatanna for using magic in public despite Zatanna looking around to make sure no one was watching, and she only used it on herself to clean the pig shit that was on her dress. It was just a little bit, like very small.
See, what are you doing? You can't do magic in public. Well, what choice do I have? A real princess can't receive her knights covered in filth.
Also, with that knowledge of pig shit, we have a later part in the episode of Zatanna roll around in the pig shit to be free. I think I've seen enough today. Let's just finish this Ryanimation review.
Or we could just take out Steve Trevor.
Good
Okay,
idea.
that works. Let's take him out.
Honestly, it would have been funnier if they cut to him with one of the 5 girls dating him.
Hello? Jeepers, I got into the military academy after all? Neato.
So when Steve arrives there, are they gonna reject him? Or did Babs actually manage to change the response? You know what's sad about all this? Steve Trevor and every other version in the DC universe, he's shown to be a kind, caring person, and he helps Diana understand the human world. He's been doing that since the real world 1941. And he has served as Wonder Woman's United Nation liaison. Oh, and apparently in the DC version of World War II, he was a herald to the Amazons during World War II, and he and Diana had a good relationship. This guy served in the military and was considered a World War II hero in the DC universe. So these 4 girls trying to flat out kill Steve here makes that even worse.
What? I took him out by hacking into the military academy and getting him accepted. What were you guys gonna do?
Your Honor, I hereby decree that these girls here should be found guilty for attempting to murder an innocent minor.
This is kind of too scary for me. I suggest a recess.
Why a recess already, Pooh?
Well, so then I can get a new smackerel of honey.
Yeah, I guess. I can't bring myself to hit you. You're too innocent.
You wearing a fake tie?
Oh. Well, to be fair...
Liar!
Sorry, Pooh.
Come on, Diana, hurry up. I am nearly ready.
Oh no! The horror! She has a picture of the boy that is the same age as her that she loves in her locker! Seriously, did we really need to end this episode with horror music?
It makes it more sexist.
Indeed it does, Anne. Indeed it does. Wait a minute. Dolls can't talk. Does that mean that M. Boontroy is... Ah! She's trying to kill me! Help! Help! That's it! I gotta fight back! It's the only way! Oh no, you're an evil doll. I gotta defeat you in some way! I know! I'll play this ocarina of mine from the Zelda edition! Oh crap, I forgot. I don't know how to play this instrument. Fuck. I use an axe! This is made out of cardboard! Wait, I know! The dragon sword! How about thee? And she's defeated! Yes! I might as well get you two. Victory has been saved today. Can you believe I've been doing this for 10 years now? Like, making videos in general? And, like, later in a couple months, my channel turns officially 10. I'm not gonna keep doing this for just another 10 years. I want to do this for another 30, because I just love making videos. I'm not halfway done. I'm a quarter way done. I'm gonna do this till I'm 57. It's gonna be a fun adventure. Thank you all for joining me over the years. You mean the world to me.
Missed.
Keep the. Oh. Oh.